What's up, my doggies? Welcome back to another Escape From Tarkov video. I'm Kawn, and today I want to talk about a few things that I wish I knew when I first started playing Tarkov. A lot of these tips I've gone over in other videos, but this is kind of like a little compilation of all the things that I think people should remember when they first start the game, and also just things that I wish I knew and wish I could have been reminded of when I first started playing. If I could go back in time and tell myself these things when I first started the game, I'd be a lot better off at the beginning. I've got an awesome group of viewers on Twitch. It'd be an honor to have you come and join us. And I have a Discord that's always growing with new and veteran players who like to help each other out. I'm giving away an Edge of Darkness Tarky account for free to one of you guys. All of the details on how to enter are down below, as well as all my links. Now that I plug myself super hard, let's jump straight into the video. The first thing that I think everybody should know when they first start playing Tarkov is questing is important. I neglected the quests when I first started playing, and then I realized how important leveling up your traders are. Leveling up your traders gives you better access to better ammo, better gear, better armor, all at a cheaper price that isn't the prices that you're going to be paying on the flea market once you hit the flea market. Usually you can get better priced ammo and better priced armor and better priced helmets and all that good stuff, attachments, everything like that, from the traders rather than the flea market. So questing is important. Questing also helped me learn the maps, because going to all these different areas, watching YouTube videos on how to get to certain areas and do certain quests will help you learn the maps, and it helps you jump around and kind of figure out the game a little bit. The second thing is ammo matters more than the gun. Now, when I first started playing the game, ammo was something that was actually the hardest thing for me to remember. There's so many BPs and BTs and blah blah blahs that you don't really know what is good and what isn't good at the beginning. So what I did is as I played the game, I really learned my ammos, and I used ammo charts, and I used all the resources that are out there that you guys can use to learn your ammo. And once I realized that better ammo is way better than the gun, even if you have an AK with 175 recoil, I'd rather be shooting BP in that than PS. I understand that maybe you might not have access to BP, but that goes back to my first tip. Make sure that you're doing your quests, make sure that you're learning the game, and make sure that you're getting your traders leveled up so you can buy these better ammos. And as you learn the ammo, you'll realize that spending 250,000 rubles on a gun, but then putting, crap ammo in it is probably not the best way to go. You're better off spending less money on your gun and more money on your ammo, so that when you come across that juicy Chad, you can actually put them down. Number 3. So for number 3, good armor doesn't always mean a better player. I tell people this all the time on my stream. The armor or the gear does not make the player makes the gear. Meaning, if me, for instance, was to go up against somebody who just started the game, you could give me a pack of armor and no helmet and a bare bones AK versus somebody that, has slick and exfil, everything like that, Alton even, and I will still find a way to kill that player most likely. And the reason is because I have a lot of experience in the game and somebody else might not have a lot of experience. I'm not the most amazing player in the world, but what I'm trying to say is you make the gear. The player makes the gear. The gear does not make the player. Just because you're bad at the game, throwing on an alt and slick will not make you better. What will make you better is playing with the gear you have, playing within your means, using the gear and using the armor that you find around the map to upgrade yourself and learn the game. And once you learn the game, then having the better armor will make you survive a little bit longer. So if you look at somebody like Pestily, he can go into labs with a 5.7 and come out absolutely juiced. That's because he is a good player, and whether he's naked or not, it doesn't matter because he's a good player. So remember that, guys. Better gear does not make you a better player. Being a better player makes the gear work for you. So just try to remember that. Another tip is all loot is good loot. Back in the day, I used to just rush to these tech spawns and try to find graphics cards and all this stuff and just try to get out with that to make 1,000,000 rubles quick. I would die 10 times out of 11, but the 11th time I would find that graphics card and make a mil. This was back when I first started. All loot is good loot. When you first start the game, just loot everything. Don't worry about Googling every little piece of item that you find out and thinking like, is this good, is this not good? Just loot everything till you're full, then find an extract. You have more important things to worry about when you first start the game at the beginning, like extracting, learning the maps, learning the ammos, learning what guns you like, learning what armors are worth it and what armors aren't worth it, than like every little single barter item nickeling and diming. You want to just loot everything and worry about that stuff later, because eventually once you learn everything else, by that time you'll learn what makes the money and what is the loot that is worth a lot more. My final one, guys, enjoy the game. Don't get frustrated. Enjoy the learning curve. I know it's a tough game, and I know when you first start you feel like blowing your brains out. Personally, you see it in my channel trailer. I actually wanted to return Escape from Tarkov when I first got it. I hated the game. It was so frustrating. I didn't even understand it. I would get shot in the legs and I didn't understand. I couldn't move. And then I realized that I can painkiller. And then I would get something blacked out and I didn't understand how to fix it. Then I figured out CMS kits. And then I started learning the game. And then I started enjoying the game. And now I love Tarkov. It's my favorite game. Even though we're lacking on a bit of content recently, it's my favorite game. I love it. It's a great time. And just enjoy the learning curve, because I promise you, as you pull out of that learning curve, it gets better. I know everybody's like, oh, but I don't want to play a game that isn't fun. It will become really fun. But in order for it to become fun, you have to go through that hardship, and you have to go through like the pain of Tarkov. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate everybody that does. Go follow my editor down below. His name's Zach. He's an awesome editor. Go follow him on Instagram. And if you like this video, don't forget to like this video. And if you want to see more Escape from Tarkov content, you know who to subscribe to. Peace, people.